Blue, the feeling behind my eyes.
And after flying a little bit the drone over the beautiful white dunes of Socotra, getting ready to climb it for a little bit, check out the lines. They look so outstanding. Hello, welcome to Socotra.
Cause you were in red. Then, against my intentions, I let you turn me violet instead. Summer high, met you in August. New York, back to my cold apartment.
So we have made it to the dunes here on the eastern side of Socotra. Here's a glimpse. We're gonna try to fly the drone in a little bit, but at a different spot with way bigger dunes. This one is where our campsite is, but the beautiful pyramid shape, surrounded by the mountains. Unbelievable. Again, something unique to Socotra. And the first sunrise here on the island of Socotra. What's happening, everyone? Welcome back to a brand new episode from Yemen, from the island of Socotra. Super exhausted. Slept like probably, I don't know, max 1 hour combined, because it was so windy here, and the tent was making, like, you know, all the noises you can imagine. But yeah, I woke up 5 o'clock to catch the sunrise. Not the greatest, but still something to see, something to brighten up your day after an awful night. But yeah, hey, that's Socotra, that's the wildness, that's what you came here for, you know, the raw beauty. And that's exactly what you have to face, you know, the tough nights, the windy nights, the nights at the tent. Our campsite, beautiful dunes in the background, and half decent sunrise. But yeah, let's get this day started. Inside the tent, the living conditions, pretty basic. Small tent for two, but with a view for sure. But the view comes with consequences, you know. And of course I couldn't resist a little bit to go up the dune. Not all the way, but still decent enough to catch some different perspectives. And how does a typical breakfast on the beach in Socotra look like? Some chapati, over-aged hummus, and of course the almighty peanut butter and Nutella. And I was talking about eagles earlier. Well, here's an example. They're everywhere. Not sure how close I can get, but let's give it a shot. He flew away. And what better way to start the morning than with a hike at a cave, one of the biggest caves and actually the most accessible cave on the island of Socotra. They told us there are around 300 caves, but this one of the largest, it's actually the most accessible as well. So yeah, our guide and a kid, an 11-year-old kid, is going to lead us towards the cave about an hour or so. So yeah, this is the landscape that you'll see. A whole bunch of desert road trees, beautiful limestone mountains, and as well as the sharp, pointy looking rocks. So yeah, literally you can stop every 10 minutes or probably every 5 minutes and find some superb landscape, a beautiful tree or a cow running towards you. But yeah, all throughout the island you'll find extraordinary stuff. We got a couple of mountain goats in our group. Here's one of them. And like I was mentioning, we got a couple of cows with us. Well, more than a couple.
Blue, the feeling behind my eyes. You stood out 'cause you were in red. Then, against my intentions, I let you.
So this is the beauty of Socotra. A little desert road tree, beautiful rock, splendid weather, 32, 33 Celsius, and it's only 8 o'clock. Check out the purple trunk of this tree. It felt the ground, but you can tell that's exactly how it was. Not sure exactly what tree it is. It's humongous compared to the other trees here. But yeah, probably the first tree with a purple trunk. Check out the beautiful round boulder in the background. Everywhere you look, photogenic landscape. Oh yeah, let me show you guys our guide. There he is. Say hi to the camera. Assalamu alaikum. Although you cannot tell from the footage, these are the purple trees. They look very similar to a baobab. More splendid views along the way. And we have almost made it to the humongous cave here on the island of Socotra. Yeah, I cannot say it was the easiest climb, just because it's so damn hot outside. But the views, outstanding. You can pretty much stop, like I said, every 2 to 3 minutes anywhere on the island of Socotra. Well, except Hadibo. Well, maybe even there, because you see the mountains in the background of the houses, of the apartment blocks. But yeah, superb. Beautiful turquoise. Beautiful desert rose trees. A little bit exhausted, and the sweat, the salty sweat getting into my eye. And after almost an hour and a half, finally made it to the end of the cave. Well, the official entrance to the cave. Officially ended the hike. Man, check it out. There's water dripping everywhere. The good part is it feels really, really good. Coming from the sun, coming from the 30 plus Celsius. You cool down a little bit. Extraordinary. So finally made it out of the cave. Unfortunately, there is no footage because it's too damn dark. But here's a few glimpses. Around, I'll say, 1.5 kilometers or so. Yeah, and you got monsters as well. We actually saved one and we're taking it back to civilization. So yeah, without a doubt, I can say this was probably the grandest cave, the largest cave and the most impressive cave that I have seen. Definitely the light if you want to go. Unfortunately, barely any footage, some photos, but yeah, as you can tell right here. Let me turn the camera around. It is impressive. And one last glance at the cave, going back towards the beach. We're gonna head over to our campsite here in a little bit, and who knows what else we're gonna do today. Definitely gonna have a bite of food because yeah, after this hike, Probably burn around 1,000 calories, no joke. I mean, it's tough. It's really hot outside. I mean, that alone, just sitting in the sun, will, you know, burn 500 calories. And then the hike itself, it's hot, guys. I mean, it's burning hot. Ever since we left at 7:30, it's been scorching hot. Check out the intense turquoise behind this tree. Incredible. The contrast is just out of this world.
Blue, the feeling behind my eyes. You stood out 'cause you
And the beautiful white dunes of Socotra. Check this out. It hurts your eyes looking at the white, sparkling clean. Incredible. And after flying a little bit the drone over the beautiful white dunes of Socotra, getting ready to climb it for a little bit, check out the lines. They look so outstanding. Yeah, definitely superb. I'm gonna put some drone footage right after this, and then I'm gonna continue on climbing. So check out the dunes of Socotra.
blue, the feeling behind my eyes. You stood out 'cause you were in red. Then, against my intentions, I let you turn me violet instead. Summer high, met you in August. New York, back to my cold apartment. Distance sucks, but at least I'm still with you. Whiteout skies, middle November. You and I, flights to wherever. I don't mind, as long as it's with you. As long as it's with you. That we met at, where you were just a face in a crowd, and now I can't.
Up the hill. Should have took my boots off, maybe. Yeah, I can't believe how white they are. Like White Sand National Park in New Mexico. So if you didn't know better, you could easily say this is snow, as white as it is. But then, boom, the beautiful turquoise waters of the Indian Ocean. And our car by the seashore. That's where our camping was, just behind the other dune. A little bit more of the sun left. Yeah, because it's so close to the equator, you know, between 5:30 and 6:30 all throughout the year, the sun goes up and it goes down as well. And here's a full 360 of the dunes, and as well as the beautiful turquoise waters. Switching campsites here in Socotra. Hopefully this is not as windy as last night. It is a little bit windy right now, but hopefully it cools down until the evening. This is the view with the eagle. Check it out right there. They're everywhere, guys. I mean, they eat all the leftovers from our food. They eat cardboard. They eat anything you give it. Yeah, today we just did the hike and then we came here and everyone took a nap and then went a little bit a swim. Some people did snorkeling and some people just chilled in the water. But yeah, not much activity today. Hopefully tomorrow we're gonna have a whole bunch more. Supposed to go to the canyon, supposed to go to the dragon tree forest. We have a whole bunch more in the schedule, but yeah, everyone is super exhausted. I mean, it's been rough, especially after last night, after barely anyone slept. It's yeah, one of those days that you actually feel the pain of traveling in raw Socotra. I mean, it's one of the destinations that I recommend the most, but it's also one, you gotta have a little bit of a thick skin, and you gotta be a little bit seasoned in order to face all the environment, all the nature, all the elements of nature. Do your thing. Mai lite. Mai aruncă.
Cause you were in red. Then, against my intentions, I let you turn me violet instead. Summer high, met you in August, New York, back to my cold apartment.